Well everyone, with the iPhone versus Google Pixel debate, this has been one of those genres of things that have been going around for so long now, and I will tell you in my personal opinion, there's not really a, direct answer here. There's not a correct answer here for the most part. Both these types of phones are very good, and no matter what type of person you are, you cannot make the wrong decision whether you're going the iPhone route or the Google Pixel route. However, there are advantages of going down either one of these particular devices, so keep that in mind. But if you ever want to pick up the best iPhone or best Google Pixel, you can get them on Amazon, and I'll leave them down in the description where you can get them from there, and you can help support the channel at the exact same time. But the big thing I can kind of try to run through your head for the most part is that both iPhones and Google Pixels, if you're getting the best of the best in those particular ways, in those particular cases, you're going to be getting a very good experience. The thing with iPhones though, and one thing that I've always loved about iPhones is that whenever a particular device gets an update, all the other phones also get updates as well. Since the big, kind of thing with the Google Pixel side is that, the main updates and all that stuff, I've always felt really nice about having all those betas, all those specific versions of softwares, everything basically being supported on all the phones that basically came out at the exact same time. Although on the Google Pixel side, some cases can be made like that, there's also other times where some of the updates may not come out at the same time too. But, other than that, from an update side, they're both stock Android, they're both stock iOS. So there's not really insane amounts of differences when it comes down to skin version, over, neither one of these are skin. So you don't really have anything to worry about from that side. Now, I'll probably say from the other side as well, some other big things. When it comes down to the, fluidity of both softwares, I really like having a Google Pixel, which all of them have basically 90 Hz or 120 Hz displays now. And they're all, it's a very smooth performing, operating system. And tied with that, the Google Pixel performance, I think it's a very, very good, solid, fluid phone. With the iPhone side, it's basically the exact same thing. There's not a lot of skin, there's not a lot of, things that are gonna, kind of slow you down in the background. So I think that's another very cool advantage with the iPhones as well. And I actually love the iPhone for that particular side as well. Now, on top of that, another big thing here when it comes down to both is the camera quality. When it comes down to the stock camera application, both of them are basically giving you stock camera apps, which is really nice. So even from that side, you're really not going to be missing out on too much. I will say I like the iPhone camera application more than the Google Pixel camera. I've always felt like that was the case. I've always, I just made a video 2 days ago explaining this too. And I still kind of feel like that. I feel like if you're going to go through and pick up a device, I feel like iPhone cameras still to this day are probably better than the, Android cameras as well. And especially when it comes down to the Google Pixel side. But I still think the Google Pixel has a really nice camera as well. But I think the iPhone, if we're comparing the Google Pixel 8 against the iPhone 15 Pro, I kind of feel like the, iPhone 15 or 15 Pro are probably going to give you a better run for your money than something like the Google Pixel on this particular side. I also feel like on the performance side right now too, with the Google Tensor versus, versus the Apple, silicon chip, I kind of do feel like still to this day, the iPhone cameras are probably going to be overall, the iPhone performance, is still probably going to be overall better than the Google Pixel performance. And I just felt like this since even the Tensor chips that came out and everything, because I don't know, I feel like the Snapdragon chipsets were a little different. Now with the Tensor chipsets, it's slightly more of a different experience. But I do feel like as of this point, if you're going to go through and pick up a device, having a device like on the Google Tensor chipset is still good and everything, but I do feel like the iPhone's performance is probably overall better than the Google Tensor performance as of this point. So that right there, another big thing to keep in mind. But one of the biggest things, if you're going from iPhone to Google Pixel, you're basically going from iOS to, Android, and having the ability of installing fully fledged your own APK files is one of my most favorite things ever. Being able to sit there and just install all these types of files that you want to is a very cool thing. And I do think this in and of itself is a very, very nice thing to basically have that type of capability with. And I do feel like if I'm going to go through and pick up a phone, having that, Google, Pixel with the capability of having that APK files that you can install whatever you want to, it's such a cool thing. And I love that so much. And this in and of itself is another very big thing to kind of keep in mind there as well. So hardware-wise, it's always going to be different. But again, if we're comparing the best of the best, the exteriors, there's going to be lots of overlap and lots of cool stuff. But definitely when we're looking at Android and iOS, there is, some really big differences here when it comes down to it. So from that side, that kind of covers it up here for the most part. If you have any other thoughts or questions, please let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that'll mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.